All right, what's up, guys? Hold on one second. Are we live? We are live and direct. Jeremy Marquez here with jmarqeting. We call, you close more real estate listings, and now power prospecting, training, and coaching. We're going to do a live call session here with Tommy Quinn. Tommy Quinn's been in my program for going on 2 months now, and this guy is killing it. Cold calling on a daily basis. Just doing the deal, getting in there, making things happen, setting appointments. He's actually taken his first listing recently, and so he's on his way to really just getting to a point where he's consistently setting appointments and taking listings from his cold calling. Flashback a couple of months ago, Tommy didn't even have a dialer system, and he didn't think that he would use the phone to be able to create relationships and eventually listings in his business. Things have changed. He's gotten in there to where he's calling consistently on a daily basis and just getting better. In a moment here, he's going to be dialing into Red X. And how are things going, Tommy?
Things are going good, dude. Prospecting every day. Got my first listing. It feels good. I noticed, though, when I first got the listing, I kind of put the calling on the back burner for a couple days, and just those couple days of not calling it like doesn't feel right because I've been calling, every day now. When I miss a day or two, I always think to myself, like, someone else must have gotten in there and, called those days and probably got a listing appointment, which could have turned into a listing. And,
Yep.
Just got to stick with it, prospect every day.
And that's the key thing, dude. And we talked about it in your learning that once you start having success is time management, being able to manage your time. Even though you have listings and you have clients you're starting to deal with now, you have to remember the foundation of that business is from your cold calling. So, still continuing to do it on a daily basis is going to be key to keep that pipeline moving. And, I mean, that's how I learned too. I learned through, oh crap, maybe I should have done that, and you are, so that's good. And so it sounds like you're back on track at least.
Yeah, back on track. Especially I've been using that 3-line dialer when I can, and it helps me be able to cover a lot more ground.
How long ago did you add that 3 line?
I think 2 weeks ago.
Okay, and tell us the biggest things that you've noticed with having the 3 line compared to the single line.
I mean, you can probably go through about 3 times as more calls as you could. I mean, obviously, you get three dialers instead of one, but there's some downsides to it. You got to be careful with leaving automated voicemails, and the other downside is you don't get to see the property as you're calling it. It just pops up when you answer the phone, so you got to kind of be on your toes and be quick with it.
Well, let me talk about that real quick with you. At first, when you're getting used to it, it's kind of a difficult thing. However, for me, it's good because with single line, yes, you have time to look at the property and you can control. Okay, I'm going to call. I'm ready to call now. I know what I'm talking about. I know the street name. I know their name. However, to me, I don't want all that information in my head because I can psych myself out or I can get psyched up or either way compared to just knowing what my script is, knowing what my pitch is, and regardless of who answers, I'm knowing how I'm starting my call. And then if I get into a conversation, I can start reading about the property, this and that. And so it will make you quicker on your. It will make you better is what I'm getting at. And I get what's called analysis paralysis sometimes, and I'll end up going in there and just reading forever. And next thing you know, 5 minutes have gone by and I haven't even called these people yet.
True.
I go open up the Zillow link. I'm looking at this, and that, and next thing you know, I'm not dialing. And it all starts with dials. Lots of dials to get more conversations, to create more leads, more appointments, and then more opportunities to list property, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's see here. So today you're going to be making some cold calls, and we're going to kind of give you tips and hints and coach in between calls. And again, guys, if you're just joining this is part of what we do on a weekly basis in my program, Power Prospecting. We do one-on-one training, part of which is live cold call coaching. So you make calls, and I'm here with you, and we're just kind of talking about it and just helping you get better as if we were in the same office, but we're just doing it virtually. Tommy, do you got your dialer, you got your session set up?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see, I just got to dial.
Yeah, so just get to it, and I'm just going to kick back and let you do your thing. Just act as if we're not even here, and in between calls, I may stop you here and there, but I'm just going to kick back and watch you in action, man. I'm excited to see what you got.
Cool, I appreciate it, dude. Let me just, I'm getting it set up here, and we'll get going.
Yep. Take your time. There's no rush. We got plenty of time to do this. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, Jeremy, what's the best time of day to dial? The best time of the day to dial is the time that you dial. 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m. It doesn't matter. As long as you're putting in the dials, that's the best time to dial.
Yeah. Because sometimes I'll hit it too at different days. Like, it really just depends. Like, sometimes you'll get it really good in the early morning and not any answers at night, and sometimes it flip-flops. So, you know, you just got to be always hitting it, and you'll finally, eventually, you know, you'll catch that sweet spot.
Exactly. And let's say you call it 8 a.m. one day, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., all different days. You're going to catch different people at different times. Sometimes it takes 5, 10, 15 times of calling one lead before you even talk to them.
Exactly.
So we're calling expired listings. Is that what we're setting up here?
Yep, expired.
Okay.
Welcome to Wave.
Right on. I hear it. So it sounds like we're going to be good.
Keypad 255. Oh, fuck.
Let's try again. Guys, cover you cover your kids' ears, all right? Tommy got a mouth on him.
I apologize.
No, you're good, dude. Do your thing. Act like we're not here. Do your thing.
Cool.
We're all professionals here. F-bombs are allowed.
I'm just going to call it in and get it started and see how it starts with my phone.
Okay. And if we need to, we can go back, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to Wave.
What was it, 825?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. This is, I haven't done this in a while.
I know this part's new, and so just take your time. Don't try not to let us affect your thing. You just do what you got to do.
You got it, man.
You good? Is it going? Boom! Here we go. Put your seatbelt on, kids. How many rings do you have it set up for?
I think 6 or 7.
Okay. Play around with that over time.
Sorry?
Play around with that over time. Sometimes 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 7.
Okay.
I do. My theory is if they don't answer by 6, they're not going to answer, and if they do, they might be pissed.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello?
Hi there, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty calling about your property on Northwest Versimo Drive.
You have the wrong number.
Wrong number. Alrighty, well, I apologize about that. We get mixed up with wrong numbers every now and then over here. You have a good day.
On to the next.
See, it catches me off guard when they say that sometimes.
When they say what?
Wrong number. When sometimes, like, I really feel like it's not the wrong number.
Right. Well, you can't really call them out on that. But what I usually say is this. Okay, well, we won't call you again unless you're looking to buy or sell some property I can help you with.
Okay.
You never know. This last year, a few deals that I set up came from wrong numbers, dude.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll ask that question, you know. I won't call you again unless you're looking to buy or sell some property I can help you with. You're using the single line, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I had to log back in again. I hung up on my phone thinking I was on a phone call.
Oh, it's okay. That's what I thought happened. So on wrong numbers like that, do you put delete and then no contact?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Leslie. Leave a message for me and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you.
I'll usually erase their number.
Right.
Wrong number, erase. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And then no contact, like if it was you don't want to count it as a contact.
No, exactly. Yeah. No
Yeah.
contact. Yeah. Exactly.
Because soon we'll start looking at your metrics and kind of reverse engineer that type of stuff. How much time it takes, how many dials, how many conversations, how many appointments, that type of thing. Just not enough data yet.
No.
Hello, thanks for calling. Give your name and number and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Bye.
See, it didn't say her name, so I didn't
Right.
even. I don't want to leave it.
Do you ever leave manual voicemails? Like if they do say their name, like, hey, do you actually, instead of
Yeah, definitely. Instead of just pressing the voicemail button,
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, it's Tommy Quinn, calling about your property on so and so street.
Right.
Give me a call. I always give out my personal number.
Good.
I'm calling when I leave a voicemail because then it shows like they actually they didn't just see the missed call, like they actually listened to the voicemail and then gave me a call back.
Sometimes I do too if it's a certain price point or an area that we want to get properties in.
Reach Nicholas. I'm off somewhere doing something for some reason.
I remember this guy.
So if you'd like to get a hold of me, leave a message. And if you're not...
See, we said his name was Lewis, but it's a different name here
Right.
for the property record. So
On to the next. On to the next. I'm getting pumped, dude. You get me pumped up. I like it.
See, this is temporarily off market, but it's expired.
Okay, that means they're waiting for you to call.
Exactly. May 17th and November 17th.
When did it come off the 17th?
It came off the 17th. It was listed on the 17th,
Okay.
or listed in May.
Okay. Dude, I would call them again after you hang up. Just hit redial.
Okay.
Before you do that, hang up on this. Hit the hang up, little red button. So yeah,
Yep.
sometimes a trick, especially with expired listings, and it works for me a lot. I hang up, I wait 15 seconds, and then I call right back by just hitting the redial button.
Okay.
Sometimes they think it's like, maybe it was an urgent call, and then they'll answer. The whole idea is you're just trying to get them to answer the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's worth a shot.
See here, I need to check an email from a guy. Okay.
You see the redial button, right, where you can just hit the phone number and call it back?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just checking to make sure because this is a Vacaville property, and this is I got a call from I was calling those withdrawals from
Yeah.
Vacaville, and I got another realtor that wasn't very happy with me, so I'm just making sure that this isn't the same address.
Remember, we took the withdrawals out.
Yes, we did. Oh yeah, you're right.
Don't worry about it. You're good to go.
Then we're good.
Yep.
Why did it skip a number? I always check the tax records to see if it's a vacant property because then it shows me like this is just like either an income property or just a vacation home, whatever it be.
That's
Kind of gives
good.
me an idea of what the situation is. before
Call
going
has
in.
been forwarded to
Okay.
an automated message.
Thanks for the tip. Do you pay extra in yours for the market information?
Market insights? No.
You don't need to. You can get that other places. That's something they just added. I just noticed.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did just add that. Yeah, I noticed that today. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Upgrade to market info. I don't even know why you need that.
Well, you can get it anywhere. You know, it's just something that Red X is making a few bucks on it. Whatever.
Sure.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Tommy Quinn from Coldwell Banker Realty calling about your property on Conrad Street.
Yes.
I noticed you guys had it for sale for quite a while, and I'm just curious if you're still trying to get it sold.
No, we took it off the market. We have decided to stick in the city.
You decided to. Sorry, I didn't quite hear that last part.
We decided not to. It's okay. We decided not to move.
Okay.
We have decided to stay in the city.
There you go. I mean, I'm from the city, so I can appreciate the loyalty to staying there. Well, what part of the city are you guys living in?
Yeah. We live in Glen Park.
Oh, nice. Well, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
when it was on the market, it says here for about 92 days. I'm just curious what happened. Did you guys get any offers on it at all?
We had some people come close, but it was a funny time. It was during the fires, and it was technically on the market, but we stopped showing it for a while while we staged it. It was just honey. But I need to run. I'm schooling my kids right now. So
Sure. Well, if the time was ever to come for you guys to sell, I sure would love the opportunity to at least show you the step-by-step guide that we use. Would it be okay if I stayed in touch?
no, we're very happy with our realtor. So we decided to sell it again. We'll go with him again.
All right. Well, you have a good day.
Have a good day. I gotta go. Okay.
That's fine, man. You did everything you could there. Was that an expired or a canceled?
That was an off-market. It was a $2.49 million property in San Francisco.
Oh, just 2.4, huh?
Yeah, 2.49. Yeah.
That's awesome. Does it say who their realtor was?
She didn't say, but it says. It's
No, does it
John,
say in the lead?
Yeah, the listing agent says John Woodruff III.
Do you know him?
I do not.
Okay. Yeah. I guess you asked the question you needed to ask, but I guess the only way I would have worded it differently was, okay, well, you took it off. Plans have changed for now. If you guys did decide to sell in the future, do you have a realtor you would work with?
Yeah.
Something like that. But you asked by just saying, is it okay if I keep in contact? And she told you, we're happy with our realtor. So you got the same result.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
On to the
I tried
next.
digging in a little bit, and on to the next. That's
On
all
to
you
the
can do.
next.
And so, okay, so that after that call, like she's not interested. You just would you label that as not interested or?
Yep, I would.
Not in, right? Yeah.
I would, and that's something that I wouldn't touch ever again.
Okay.
Please leave your message for 70724.
It's so much easier having a mouse. If you have a Mac and you start using Red X, you've got to get a mouse. Your finger will get raw from going back and forth and back and forth with the mouse. I'm telling you that from personal experience.
Mark that down, guys. You got to get yourself a mouse.
Get a mouse. It's $15 off Amazon, and it will save you. And it saves you time. It really does. Going click back, forth, back. It saves you time.
Well, I save myself time by don't messing with Apple, but I hear you.
There you go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
So I'm going to redial this one. It's a Bloomfield. It's a property in Sebastopol that was on the market for 522 days and expired.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to redial
Hey,
this one.
why not?
Why not?
Let's see if they answer.
They went with a guy from Keller Williams.
And you know that area, so.
and it looks like it's not the same as their mailing address. So this
So
could be
it's
just income free.
absentee owner.
Exactly.
Hi, you've reached 415-637-6456. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Darn.
That's
I
fine.
want to call this one back almost.
Well, next time you go through, you're going to call her again anyways.
That's true. You wouldn't. Do you ever prioritize ones, like even if you didn't talk to them on the phone? Do you
Yeah.
ever set a call?
I do.
So one thing, I'm going to hang up on this one because this is an off-market listing from someone from my office, and I don't like to step toes obviously on anyone. So that being said, would you delete this lead forever, or would you just put it on like a personal do not call list?
So you're saying you don't want to call him because it's another agent in your brokerage?
Yeah, it's another agent in my brokerage, and that's just something that I don't know.
Is that your personal ethics or something that your brokerage said to do?
More of my personal ethics, and I'm sure that my manager wouldn't advise it. He'd probably say you got to call them first, talk to them about it, and see what's going on. And I definitely don't want to have a bad relationship with someone.
Okay. Well, I would just delete it.
Okay. David Louie.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker calling about your property on Quail Drive. Hang up. Maybe I'll redial.
Call him back.
Yep.
See if you got disconnected.
Hello?
Hi there. I think we might have gotten disconnected or something. I'm calling about your property on Quail Drive.
I don't know about that.
You don't have a property. It's 1335 Quail Drive, number A.
No, I don't. No.
Alrighty. You have a good rest of your day.
On to the next.
What would you do? Would you erase that number?
Yep. Just the number, yeah.
Okay. Pretty sure I talked to that lady before. Sounds familiar.
That's one of those voices. You remember it. Yeah, it sticks in your mind.
But I mean, she was quite nice for calling back.
Yeah. You probably did get disconnected. Or maybe she hung up. Who knows?
A call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 415.
This is nice. It's like having, you have a little bit of company in your dials.
Yeah, man.
David's office?
Hi there. My name is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker. I'm calling about your property on Quail Drive in Fairfield.
Oh, hang on 1 second, okay?
Sure.
Sounds like the owner's office.
It does. I think she said, hi, David's off.
Hello?
Hi there. Is this David?
Yes.
Hey, David. My name is Tommy Quinn. I work for Coldwell Banker, and I'm calling about your property on Quail Drive.
Okay.
I noticed you guys had it listed for sale, and unfortunately it expired, and I'm just curious if you're still trying to get it sold.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait after Christmas.
You gonna wait till after Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious.
I'm gonna go back to the same realtor.
You will. And how long did you guys have the same? What got you to hire that realtor to begin with?
We've been doing business for a long time.
You have. Okay. Well, I mean, before you relist with the same agent, wouldn't it make sense to compare strategies, that I would use to sell homes other than those of the other agent?
Yeah, the problem is not her. It's the tenant that's living here. She's not cooperating. So, and then we'll wait until that the moratorium's over. Then she does eviction on that. Okay, that'll be easier.
Alrighty. You have a good one.
The only thing I would have done different there, at the end, okay, he kind of gave you the info you needed. Okay, it's a tenant. Tenant won't move out. Okay. would it be okay to just keep in contact with you until you're ready? Then at that point, we can meet and talk about a strategy, right?
Yeah.
So at first he gave you, I'm staying with the other agent, okay? Then you tackle that problem like you did, strategies, compare strategies. But then he started talking about he has a tenant in there that's not leaving, and because of the eviction moratorium, or whatever it's called, that's probably the main reason why he's waiting until he can get that tenant out.
Yeah, exactly.
So would it be okay once you get that tenant out that we keep in contact, and then at that point we can just set up a time to talk? Just get the email address, put them in your database, and move on. And who knows? It may be worth it. It may not. But at least you gave it a shot. But not much else you could do there.
And then what would you do with that? That's a good number. I mean, that was him, right?
Yeah. I mean, even though he didn't agree to follow up, put him in as a follow up in early January. Just in Red X, make a note. Has a tenant looking to sell next year, and then put him up for a follow up in January. First, second week of January. Hey, we spoke last year when your property came off the market. I was calling to see if you're ready to get that property sold now, and then just go from there. Couldn't hurt, Why not? Because he did say he wants to sell. He said he has an agent, but that doesn't mean that that agent's going to, you never know what would happen between now and then. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just trying to type at the same time. Follow up after the holidays, you see. So yeah, basically it's non-cooperative tenant. Save, callback. Yeah, this callback thing is key too, because when you start building up your database, it's so easy to just, like at first when I first started calling, I thought like, oh, I can remember each list, like each lead. Like I remember what the conversation I had with him. I remember that.
Nope.
And then all of a sudden, you'll go to call him back. You'll just forget. Like you'll even forget the conversation you had with him.
Completely. So you're saving the recorded calls, right?
Oh, definitely. Especially like with like a callback, I will save the recorded calls.
Yeah, and then you can go back and listen to your call before you call. And then that's one of the things I love about that feature. And then your notes can just be like real general notes, and then you can just say in your notes to remind yourself, just listen to call, right?
Oh, I like that. Sometimes if it's one that really stands out, I'll know. Like I'll remember what I called. Like for instance, today on my call session before we hopped on this one, I talked to somebody right around my listing who's trying to sell their house, but had the same realtor that was trying to sell the house before my listing. Like it was the realtor before me, and said that he had a really bad experience. Oh. Hi there, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty calling about your property on Ridgeway Road.
Yeah, I've known that for a long time.
You haven't known that for a long time? Or you must be a past owner then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I apologize for getting your number. It happens every now and then. Well, is there anything I can do for you in today's market?
No, but thanks for asking, but no, and I don't know that the person that owns it will want to sell it up, so you'd have to look at current records.
Current records.
For calling.
All right, you got it. You have a good rest of your day.
Hey man, that's perfect. Anything I can do to help you?
Might as well while they're on the phone,
Everybody's a potential deal, man. If they have a heartbeat, they could potentially buy or sell a property.
Yeah. Expired listing in Sebastopol for a little under $5.
That's perfect.
That'd be a great.
You like that area in Sebastopol, huh?
I like Sebastopol. I do. Sebastopol gets kind of a lot of. I think it's underrated. The same thing with St. Helena. St. Helena has some amazing property up there. It's really
Is that where the fire was?
That's where the fire was, yeah. But I mean, I'm sure if you got the money to afford, $20,000 a year on fire insurance, then fine. But I mean, it's really unique. They've got great. It's kind of like a cheaper version of Marin, you could say.
Yeah. Wow.
With
Okay.
the less congestion. I like it.
I'm gonna have to go check it out sometime.
All custom homes, big giant homes. 3,000-5,000 square feet.
Nice. Is it on a lake or something?
There's a couple lakes around. I don't know if there's a lake in there specifically. I haven't. Hi there. This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker.
The number you are calling is using RoboKiller to identify and block unwanted callers. The number you are calling from has been blocked. You can choose to leave a message, but the party may not respond.
On to the next.
Did you hear that? It said hello.
Yeah,
first.
that was weird. He answered, but then the robo came on.
Damn.
That's all right. On to the next.
I haven't had much luck in Mill Valley. Mill Valley's a tough one to get into.
Oh man, nothing but you can't get a box out there for less than $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Super nice.
This is 8,000 square feet.
Well,
sometimes I'll click on the Zillow thing to kind of check it out first. To see if it's like sometimes Zillow estimate it like $70,000 less, and you can tell it's going to already be like a hard owner to work with because they want to sell it for way more than what it's really worth.
Yeah, they're not motivated. They think exactly.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
See, that mindset, you're talking about mindset and strategy. That's big because that's outside of the box thinking, dude. So that's good that you're doing that. That's how I think too.
Yeah, just recently figured out you just click that Zillow button and fucking bring. I used to like have Zillow open and type it in there as I'm going and I'm trying to call.
Well, yeah, that's Zillow and a Trulio link right there.
Here's a nice one. Napa's a great place too.
Oh, definitely.
On the market, 280 days, $1.5 million. I mean, that should be just perfect if we can get them on the phone.
It's probably overpriced, but still somebody who's motivated to sell.
See, is it on? I don't know. It's Zillow's at 2.3.
Oh, really? So that must be the condition then.
Probably. Pictures aren't very, I don't know, actually. I don't know.
Let's see if they answer the phone.
Come on, answer. Please. This is nice kind of going back to the single dialer and really kind of focusing in. Sometimes I lose focus a little bit when I'm on the triple dialer and I'm just watching the numbers like get up higher. I'm like, yeah, like the numbers are getting up. And then I lose my focus on like, well, it doesn't matter about the numbers. You got to be like talking to people, It doesn't matter if I went through 80 calls.
Hi, you've reached Lynn Mikulski at Mikulski Design Group. Please leave a message at the tone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi there, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty. I'm calling about your property on Collingwood Street. I just had a question. Feel free to give me a call back anytime at 707-338-9052. Thanks. So that was her. She said that it was her last name, and that's what's in the lead, so that's what I'll do. It says possible owner agent. Well, you gotta try. What do you do with possible owner agents? Do you try anyways?
No, not anymore.
I haven't had any luck with those anyways.
No. Like, if I see it before I'm starting the dial session, I'll unclick it. But you can't really scroll through all of them before you start the dial session. It takes forever. But
yeah.
If it pops up, I'll usually just skip it or delete it. Because my whole idea is time management, and I don't waste time on stuff that I know is not really going to go anywhere. So, on to the next,
Next.
That's what's great about expired listings and for sale by owner listings. You get new ones every day, so you don't have to worry about, I'm not going to have enough leads. You're always going to have something to call.
And I feel like lately, too, a lot more are going to be hitting the market expireds because this is right around the area where people that they don't need to sell right now are going to just wait till springtime. So I think this is when, like, if they were in a 6-month agreement or whatever month agreement is right around now-ish through the holidays, a lot are going to expire and come on Red X. Hopefully. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for.
Yeah, on the first of the month, you're going to get a ton of them.
Yeah, especially the 1st of December, I think. Because not that many hit on the 1st of November. Not gonna, you know, maybe.
For you, it's going to be the second because you get them a day after, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
But that's fine. There is a way you can go to your MLS and export and then import into Red X. If you learn how to do it, it only takes a few minutes.
You've reached the number 569-9496. Okay, get to the phone. Go ahead and leave a message.
And so, will I have more leads than the ones I have now?
It's the same stuff. It's just you're doing it manually.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
And then Red X, once you import it, Red X will scrub it and everything, you know, and did their normal scrubbing process, so you can import it. So let's say, 5 a.m. December 1st, you can go in there and export them all and then import it. I would only do it on the 1st of the month. And then that way you're not waiting until the 2nd to get the ones that expired on the 1st.
True.
And Red X, if you hit up support, they'll give you a simple step-by-step of how to do that. And then once you learn it, it takes less than 5 minutes to do an export and import. Just food for thought. If you guys are just joining, we're doing live cold calls. Tommy Quinn is making calls, one of my coaching students in the Power Prospecting program, and I'm here cheering him on. So far, we've had one decent call. Tommy's going to follow up with. Not a lot of contact yet, but it's only 3 o'clock. We're just going to keep on dialing.
Yeah, another thing I do too is when I have a good conversation, like someone that sounds like there's opportunity there, and I don't exit out of this session and then all of a sudden log them into all my stuff. You know, I'll write their ad. First, I'll do a callback. I'll click the nurture folder or whatever folder I put them in, and then I'll write it down in my notepad because I've saved stuff before and like important ones, and I've gone back and I couldn't find it.
Yep.
So at least write it down, and then after my session goes, then I'll go to. Hi there, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty. I'm calling about your property on Hazel Avenue.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm having a coughing fit. Hold on. Hold on, this is really bad. Oh, man. Hold on. Hang on. I do want to hear what you have to say, but hold on. Hold on.
Just hang up. He was messing with you.
Yeah, it was, huh?
Yeah. It was probably even a recording. Who knows?
It sounded like a recording.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was doing it himself, and I was going to wait him out, but
No. He got the COVID. Hopefully not. But, yeah, I think he was messing with you. What does your caller ID say?
Says my name.
Just Tommy Quinn?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. It's better than Coldwell Banker.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 41523318111 is not available.
That's the first time I gotten that, though. The coughing fit, someone messing with me like that.
Dude, there's some crazy ones I get down in Los Angeles. Like, this one recording was acting like it was Cher, like the singer.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like I get weird ones like that. Like they have just for people that are cold calling them, I think. It's like, for a minute I thought I was talking to Cher, but then I realized that it was just some BS.
Oh my god.
Because in that area, like, I'm calling in, like, Beverly Hills and Pacific Palisades, so it could very well be people like that I'm calling.
It's Nancy Longo. Leave a detailed message, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can.
And another one was acting like Trump, and it was just a whole bunch of jokes. It was kind of funny. And I listened for a minute, but then I was like, wait a minute, that's 2 minutes. I need to go. I got things to do.
Yeah, right.
I'm over here laughing, kind of having a laugh, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, on to the next.
Hi there, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty calling about your property on Hazel Avenue.
I think you got the wrong number, Tommy Quinn, because I've gotten a couple messages for whoever has a property on Hazel Avenue, but I don't own any property.
Yeah, I apologize about that. We get mixed up with the wrong number sometimes of old tenants and old owners. Anyways, man, you have a good day.
You too, man. Take care.
Should have been nicer.
May roll into, well, I won't call you again unless you're looking to buy or sell some property. You never know, you know.
Yeah, true.
And you know, put a little bit of a smile in your voice. Put a little bit more, you know, project it through the phone because you sounded kind of like, hey, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker calling about your property on Hazel Avenue. You know, just have a little enthusiasm. It helps.
Okay.
They call it smile and dial. Project that smile through the phone.
Reach for 4010. This is Diane. I'm away from the phone, but if you'll leave your name, number, and a message, I will.
You're doing good though, man. You just haven't had you haven't really had anybody to talk to.
No.
But that's how it works, you know. Lots of dials. Yeah, this way that we're doing this, I really like it too. It's fun.
Yeah, I like this. Is enjoyable actually.
Like for you, like when I'm calling and I do my live sessions, that's why it's like having people like doing this, you know.
Exactly.
Sorry, the person you
So
were trying to reach has
you're kind of
voicemail
experiencing that yourself.
Please try your call again later.
But man, that triple line dialer, I'd be at 100 calls by now already.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, I wanted you to be able to control it more so we can talk and so it's just not like overwhelming.
Leave your message for
Exactly, because we'd be like in the middle of
9,
saying like a sentence, and all of a sudden someone's answering the phone.
And it also is going to help you too now that you're going back and forth. Because sometimes I don't always use a triple line dialer. Mostly I do, but sometimes I'll put the single or double on.
The double line dialer is pretty cool too, but yeah, the triple line's not. Like for geo leads, that triple line is the best because especially like with geo leads, I record a voicemail message saying like, what is it? How, you know, my introduction, and then just want to call the neighbors to let you know I've listed a house for sale. If they have any questions regarding real estate, and then I leave my personal number, and I've gotten like 3 or 4 text messages from just those voicemails going through geo leads.
It's perfect for geo leads. Have you been calling around your listing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I try to do it. Probably I might not get to it today. I've got the girlfriend and the babies over at my mom's house for dinner tonight, but I maybe
Call has been forwarded to
a third of the way of the list that I pulled.
7, 6.
How many did you pull? 500?
I pulled 300 actually, and it pulled up like 600 phone numbers.
Well, you can always go back through it or pull more, you know?
Yeah, I might pull more.
Yep.
It's in.
reached the voicemail box
Consider-
of 7072.
Have you considered sending every single one of them like a piece of mail, like a flyer about the listing?
So what's great is with Coldwell Banker, we have this thing called Listing Concierge,
Yep.
where the package that I chose, it's sending 100 of the closest properties around the
Perfect.
said listing
Perfect.
brochure with the pictures and explanations and our contacts and all that.
That is awesome. That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
Hi there, this is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker calling about your property on Grant Street. I'm calling about your property on Grant Street in Vallejo. You don't own that property? Alrighty, well, hey, we apologize for getting mixed up with the wrong number. Is there anything I can help you out with today? Alright, you have a good day.
Sounds like he was a past tenant or a past owner.
Yeah, it was really hard to hear him.
I know. And then we were kind of talking when he answered, so I'll be quiet.
Sol Martinez. So this is absentee owner.
Awesome.
In Vallejo.
Valley Joe.
Valley Joe. There's a lot of opportunity in Valley Joe.
There is. Everywhere, really, but yeah, there is in Vallejo as well.
Yeah, everywhere too. Vallejo's got a little bit more of a smaller price point, so
For the Bay, yeah.
for the Bay, and if you price it right, it moves quick.
And that's just about everything right now. If it's priced right, it's going.
Exactly. For subject to inspection. You got a bunch of showings of the listing tomorrow. Excited about that. We've got someone who's potentially could put 50% down if they like the property.
That's awesome. That thing's going to sell. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
I mean, it's turnkey. I mean, it's perfect shape, brand new air conditioning. $5 million.
That's awesome, brother.
Upper Toyon Drive.
Where's that at?
Kentfield.
Where's that?
Good question.
A
A lot of money.
little bit, yeah.
5.5. Corcoran Global Living. Never seen one of their offices before.
Hi, you've reached 306-7245. Please do not leave a message at this number because we don't check the messages here. But please try reaching us at 699-1464. Thanks. Bye. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
Did you get that number?
hang up. One
I
for
did.
more options.
Call it. So when you put a number in, it should call that number next by priority.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty calling about your property on Upper Toyon Drive.
Yeah.
I just see you guys had it listed on the market for quite a while, and I'm just curious if you're still trying to get it sold.
I don't own that house anymore. If you're talking about 91, there's a different owner now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we get mixed up. The program that I use pulls tax and title records, and sometimes we get mixed up with old tenants and past owners. Apologize about that.
Okay.
Well, is there anything I can help you out with in today's marketplace?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, you have a good day.
They always think we're joking, but we're serious. We're really
I'm
trying to
serious.
help them. They always think it's a joke, but it's not. They always have that little funny laugh like she did.
Yeah, right? Like, no, it's not a joke.
Like, no, if you have anything going, I'd like to help. But if you ask enough, you're going to get people who be like, well, we were thinking about buying, or we were thinking about blah, 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 You just got to It's just like everything, lots of repetition, and you'll start seeing the results. The listing you have is on Emerald Hills, right?
Yeah, Emerald Hills, Fairfield.
Yeah, I got it. I was just looking at your website. I'm going to post a link to it in the chat for these people.
Yeah. We did it. Did you see? Have you happened to see the virtual tour we did of it?
No, but I'll check it out.
Oh, dude, it looks so cool, dude.
Which package did you use? The silver, gold, or platinum?
The gold one's like the best value. It's the middle package. You get the most out of it.
Okay.
The platinum really just adds like some more mailers to it.
Okay.
I can't get to the car right now.
More mailers. You get more I think you get the virtual walkthrough included, and yeah, the gold is like the sweet spot. Like, sure, if you get like a $2 million listing or something like that, or something really like where you need a drone, if it's like big property and you want to get some aerial footage of like the land and things like that, then the gold, the platinum's the way to go. But I mean, it comes out of our pocket. It's expensive, man.
Yeah, and if you ever need, like, let's say you just did the silver or the gold and you needed a drone, I got a guy that will hook you up with that too, so we can talk about that later.
Oh, that'd be great. Because I'm gonna need something like that eventually. Like, I've got the dude that can do a 3D virtual walkthrough photography, but I don't have someone that can do drone shots.
Yeah, and that's what he does. So when we get done here, I'll make sure you have his info.
Right on. Is he price well?
Yeah, and him and I kind of have an agreement, so we'll talk about that after this live.
Fuck yeah.
I've known him for going on 15 years.
Nice.
He does a lot of drone stuff for like hotels and like resort types towns.
Oh, okay.
He does like their promotion, like they'll fly him down there and he'll like do a whole shoot over the weekend, like in Mazatlan or Cozumel. He does real estate stuff as well, but like he does a really good job with his drone work.
Hello. Hi there. This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker. I'm calling about your property on Orchard Lane.
Hey, get the help.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
What's going on? Call him back. That double feedback was weird. It had to be on his end.
Yeah, I think it was on his end. Should I redial him?
Why not? I don't know if his English was that good, but it'd be worth it. Let's just see if the echo is still there.
Please leave your message for
Chris, Loopy.
Hi, Chris. I think we might have gotten disconnected last time. Well, anyways, my name is Tommy Quinn. I work for Coldwell Banker. I have a few questions regarding your property on Orchard Lane. Feel free to give me a call back at 707-338-9052. Thanks.
On to the next.
Como estás, pendejo? Isn't pendejo bad? Isn't that something bad?
Yeah. Like, I think it's like stupid or asshole or something like that. When he texted you? Is that what he texted you?
No, that's what he said. He was speaking in Spanish, and then I heard pendejo.
Oh, really?
Como está?
Yeah, I think it's stupid or asshole or something like that.
Had worse.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's see here. Yeah. So this is one. This is from my office.
anybody else in your office cold calling like you?
Yeah, there's one other person that is killing it. Right, he's been in it for 3 years. And like for instance, like last week he just closed a $4 million listing in Sebastopol. He's doing like 4 to 5 a month.
Did it come from cold calling?
Started with cold calling.
Good. Hopefully he'll give you the same respect by not calling your listings.
Hi, you've reached Marion. Please leave me a message. Thank you.
Sure hope not, because when I see him, I definitely make sure to not call his listings.
That's
Like,
what
for
I was.
instance,
That's what I was getting at. I don't know if they're gonna do you the same favor.
Well, if I ever catch wind of it, you know.
Yeah, you
I
guys
will
can be
start calling.
buddy. Yeah, you guys are in the office, but my thought is business is business.
Yeah, true, but yeah, I don't know.
Putting the client first, you know, if they couldn't get it done, you can.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not
But
been set
that's
up.
one of those things that's up to you, obviously, right?
Like if it's off market, you know, if it's expired, I'll give them a ring if it's like from a different Coldwell Banker office. But you know, if it's off market or something, they could still be in contract. Maybe I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel right, and you know, I'm trying to do what's right, like out of the gates. You know, maybe down the road. You know, I don't know. Just I think there's enough to go around, and if their lead pops up again, and they can't, you know, and it's from a different agent, from a different office, it's a different story.
It's gonna be a personal. It's a personal thing for you. You'll figure it out. It's just how you're doing it right now. You know, if you want to change it up later, that's up to you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm walking around with these guys in the office, and like, it just doesn't feel right.
Somebody answer the phone.
Right?
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5105. Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
I mean, it is 3 in the afternoon, so this is, you know, kind of expected. However, it is what it is, you know?
Definitely. Well, you know, you might catch someone on their way home. You know, they're in a good mood.
You never know.
You never know. You know, they might have had a few drinks and they're feeling good. You know, who knows?
On your, what's your dial count?
53.
Okay, yeah.
Has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 70.
Let's see here. This is another expired, 128 days on the market.
How much?
In Napa.
How much?
Oh, 490.
That's a sweet spot right there, man. 300
That
to
is-
750, like 3 to like 7.
There's a current tenant that's been there for 17 years, now month to month. Would like to stay. So this could be a good investment property.
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Only problem is when you got a tenant in for that long, you know, then emotions get into it and it becomes tough to raise rent and that sort of deal.
And selling a tenant-occupied property is not that easy either.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Go to to show the property one day and they're walking around naked eating Fruit Loops, you know?
Well, that, yeah. Or just difficult to schedule showings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hard to get the price. I mean, yeah, that the naked part for sure. But
That could happen.
and then getting the price that it's actually worth because you know it has all their stuff in there and it's just not easy.
That's true.
So to me, it shows that I don't know the investor may not be really too super motivated because they're just kind of trying to test the water to see if they can get it sold if the with the tenant in there.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to sell, but they would if they could.
My phone is gonna die here, so I'm gonna plug it in.
Are you calling off your mobile phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems to be working okay as far as your connection today.
Yeah, it's working. It's working good. I mean, I had a day where it was just frustrating. Like it was cutting in and out, and
It might have just
But
been
it's
that
working.
day.
maybe it's just been that. Maybe yeah.
Dude, whatever works for you, you know?
Using my headset. The headset's a lot easier for me.
Absolutely. When you're not doing a session like this, yeah, absolutely. When I'm not going live, I have my jobber headset with noise canceling, you know?
Azuar Avenue. Some of these names, man, it's hard to pronounce.
Street name?
Yeah. It's cool. We just had our whole office renovated, and in each workroom, like the one that I'm sitting in now, has a big flat screen TV that you can connect your computer to, and you can do like a presentation for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you can do like a virtual listing appointment?
Yeah, you could, like, you know, I mean, I personally like to get in their house and then do the listing appointment, like.
Yeah, of course. But if they're not comfortable, then you can do it virtual.
Exactly. If they're not comfortable.
And a lot of people, if they're absentee, like if they live in Sacramento or if they live in like New York, it has to be done that way.
Yeah.
Until they give you the ability to go look at it, you know, without them.
And when they feel comfortable enough to be able to go in their
Your call
homes.
has been
Right.
forwarded.
And can we just get someone on the phone here?
Maybe in a little bit if you want to switch it up to doing some just listed calls.
Yeah. This is where the money's at, though, you know, in the expireds.
I hear you. And this is
I
this is
feel like this is better utilized with a single dialer than, you know, I could do those geo just listed calls with the 3-liner when we get off and really make some headway through those.
completely up to you, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in the expireds.
Yep. You never know that next call might be the one.
Exactly. Okay, absentee owner.
And you just know you can tell that by the property address and the tax address, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It's always the owner, the mailing address is different than the property address.
Yep.
So it makes me think that the owners, they live somewhere else, but this is their property, whether it's an investment or they're renting it or whatever they're doing, you know, or it's just another house that they have. Some people have 2 houses, whatever that is, whatever it may be. Five, 6.
Hi, you've reached Tony and Barbara. We can't come to the phone right now, so please.
This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty calling about your property on Orchard Street.
You know what? That's actually been rented. That's no longer for sale. It's on a long-term lease.
Long-term lease, you got it. Well, is this going to be something that's going to be, permanent or just temporarily?
Permanent. Yeah.
Permanent. I got you. Well, am I speaking to the owner? Am I speaking to the owner by chance?
Yes, you are.
You got it, man. Well, if by the rare opportunity that, you guys do come to sell the property, I sure would like the chance to at least show you my step-by-step guide we use to get homes sold. Would it be okay if I just stayed in touch?
That'd be fine. But it has to be like months from now.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Whenever you're ready, it's it's all up to you. It's your property. So just out of curiosity, is this your cell number or is this landline?
Cell number.
Cell number, you got it, man. And what would be, best email for you? And I promise you, dude, full disclosure, I'm not going to be sending you spam or soliciting anything to you. It's just for my record's sake.
You know what? I'd rather not do it right now just because the property is rented and we don't want to disturb her. She's got a good long-term lease, so we're,
Well, sure. I mean, it should be your email, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be her email.
No, I know. It's just we don't really want to be contacted about it for quite a long time. So.
Alrighty. Well, how about I give you a call after the holidays, just check in, see how you guys are doing, and go from there. No pressure.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You have a good day.
Bye.
Well, not much you could do there. Try not to call him dude, though.
Did I say dude too much?
I wouldn't say dude at all. Just try not to. This guy seemed like a proper type guy.
Yeah, he did, huh?
You kind of want to mirror him and match him, and then bring your personality out later once you guys get to know each other. But he seemed like the more professional type. Okay, you have tenants in it. The only thing I would have done different. Okay, so you have tenants in it. You don't want to disturb her. Perfectly fine. If we could show you a way to get it sold without disturbing her and keeping the tenant in there long term, like according to her lease, would you at least want to know how we would do that for you? Would you at least want to know how we would do that? Well, we're not going to do anything for a few months. Completely fine. I just wanted to give you an idea of what we would do if you decided to get it sold with her in it. Okay, well, we don't want to do anything right now. We don't want to be bothered right now. Perfectly fine. I'll just send you a text and keep in contact. Fair enough. Then you're just on to the next. He didn't want to give you the email. That's a perfect sign right there to say that he's not wanting to do anything. He was just being nice. So send him put him in his callback in January and just give him a call like once a month just to touch base. That's really all you could do there.
Yeah.
How much was that property listed for?
$849.
Well, another thing you could have done, knowing that he's a landlord now, well, perfectly fine, completely understand. Do you have any other properties you would like to get a little bit more information on in this market? Because maybe he wants to sell his property. Maybe he has another rental. You never know unless you ask.
Sure, and his estimate's way, way lower than what he's listing it for. But
so you're saying he's overpriced is what it looks like on the surface?
it says it's worth $634.
And he was listed for $8, so he's way overpriced. Yeah,
$639.
it's one of those guys that right now they're just trying to see if the market will bite. That's probably what he was doing, to see if he can find somebody just to buy it and see if he can get a steal on it. And he's like, since I can't do it, I'm just going to keep my tenant in there, type thing.
Exactly, because 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,404 square feet, built in '77 for almost $1 million.
Where at?
In Healdsburg.
Where's that?
That is kind of up towards, like where Santa Rosa is and Windsor.
Yeah.
It's kind of in that area.
Okay. But just without looking at any details, you think he's overpriced?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So, definitely put him in for a callback in January. But that's one of those, cold to warm leads. Nothing real solid there,
Definitely. So say that again, what you would say with the tenant.
Okay.
That sounded really nice.
So you have a long-term lease on it. Tommy, would it make sense to hear our strategy of getting your property sold without affecting the tenant? If we could show you a way to get it sold without affecting your tenant, would it make sense to at least hear the strategy of what we would do? Basically, you're acknowledging the fact that they have a tenant, but then you're asking if they want to hear how you would get it sold while it's tenant occupied.
Uh-huh.
There's a few different ways you can word it, but the idea is letting them know, well, about 15% of the properties we sell are tenant occupied. Would it make sense to hear how we would get yours sold without affecting your tenant? You know?
I like that. I like that a lot.
And then shut up and just let them talk and see what they say. And then that's how you know how to play the next question you ask. You know?
Okay. I like
And
that.
then, well, we just don't want to do anything at all. We don't want to bother her. Okay, well, do you have any other properties that you consider selling at this time that you need help with right now? You know, and open the door for maybe he has a property in Petaluma, or maybe he has a property in Bolinas. Who knows? Or maybe not. But you ask, why not? Why not try to just dig in a little bit and just see what you got? Okay, well, blah blah blah. Or maybe even, okay, well, you had it on the market for 120 days. I know you took it off. I know you have tenants in there now, but I'm curious, did you get any offers? You know, did you get any showings? You know, just get him to try to... The whole idea is just to get him to open up and start talking to you instead of being so short.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because then the conversation could just change. If you're asking the right questions, he may just start talking. And he may start, talking and giving you information. And now it's getting more personal compared to just a cold call.
Yeah.
Or not, but you don't know unless you try to dig in a little bit.
No, exactly.
What's the worst that's going to happen is they screw off. No problem. Screwing off. On to the next.
On to the next. Exactly.
Right.
I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Is
Yeah,
that cool?
do your thing.
Alright, it'll be like 2 seconds.
Make sure you wash your hands.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Hey, Pam. Let's get a few more calls in, see if we can get somebody on the phone, and we'll wrap it up soon.
You got it, man.
Let's
Your
go.
call has been forwarded to the automated voice message.
Open up your dial settings. Tell me how many rings do you have it set for?
How many what?
How many rings is it set for?
Set for 7.
Put it down to 5.
Hello?
Hello? Hi, this is Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty. I'm calling about your property on Davis Street in Santa Rosa.
Yep, I do not live there.
You do not live there. I'm looking for...
I do not live there.
You got it. Do you, we get mixed up with numbers sometimes of past tenants or past owners. You wouldn't happen to know the owner. Looking for Jamie Sanchez.
I do not know anybody, and this is the wrong number to call, okay?
Alrighty. I apologize. You have a good rest of your day.
That's okay. Thank you.
On to the next.
Belvedere, huh?
A little Belvedere action.
Pressure's on in Belvedere.
5, 10, 20, $30 million properties.
Jeez, this is like an $8 million Victorian style home, all newly revamped.
That's like ghetto for Belvedere.
Is it really?
Well, I know there's like 30, $40 million properties on that island.
Oh my god. 6 bed, 6 bath.
Golden Gate Bridge views.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's like ghetto. It's so true.
They're pinching pennies out there.
Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
What do you think really lives out in Belvedere a lot? Like doctors, lawyers, investors? What do you think?
Movie stars,
Yeah.
sports players, politicians. I think didn't Robin Williams live out there, or did he live over by the bridge more?
I don't know.
Hi, reached Leanna Sharp. I'm sorry that I missed your call. Please leave me a message, and I will return your call just as soon as I can. You may...
Liana. Storage containers may be negotiated. Now, see, we've seen a lot of properties in Coldwell Banker right now that have storage containers that people are using to like rent out to people that need storage space. So like they're still getting passive income, but there's not a bunch of paperwork and stuff that included to, like, if you had a granny unit, for instance, you know. They have storage containers put on, and they advertise it, and people can go and store their stuff on there. And, you know, they get a storage container.
Wow. Okay. So they're just kind of like just storage, but they're using on somebody else's property. Huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
You know, obviously it's going to be like a ranch style. Most of the time, it's like ranch style living, and
so is it
I
like?
don't know how that would be with people coming on my property to come get stuff. You know, plus it's like your liability. What if they're stored? Like, what if they got like a meth lab that they're running out of your storage unit on your house, on your property?
Well, I was thinking that maybe they were converting like storage containers into like little Airbnb rooms or something.
I wonder how that would work. I wonder how much work it would take to transform one of those into a living space, or if it would be more worth it to just get one of those like little house on wheels sort of setup.
Well, they make houses out of those big storage containers now, you know. I've seen like some crazy architectural designs that are made out of storage containers.
Yeah, I've seen some of those on Facebook.
Like they're really really nice properties. Now that's not really.
You've reached the Long Stevens phone number. Please leave a message. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1.
So I already left these guys a voicemail. I remember calling them earlier this morning.
Okay.
I'm not going to leave them a double voicemail.
No.
Little property, Cherry Avenue, Sonoma, 477, 119 days on the market.
Canceled or expired?
Expired. It's totally vacant. There's nothing on the inside of it.
Hello, you've reached Barbara's number 6. I'll give you a call.
I thought it was her.
I thought it was too. It tricked me. I was. I don't know if you saw me. I was almost like.
I heard your breath. Yeah. You were ready.
Jeremy Abbott. Have I talked to you before?
What day is he expired on?
November 9th.
Okay, so you're about a week out. Okay, week and a half. These ones are good, So they've either relisted, so you wouldn't be calling, or they're not as frustrated anymore because not everybody's calling. Maybe they've kind of had a chance to think about what they're gonna do. So like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks are sometimes good because now they've had a chance to calm down a little bit, right? And not everybody in town's calling them anymore like the brand new expireds,
Hello?
This is Brett.
Hi there. This is Tommy Quinn with Coldwell Banker Realty. I'm calling about your property on Newcastle Drive.